regarding the lottery, the whole thing with the lottery is that people usually pre-birth plan to win the lottery because it's life-changing, and usually the people don't have good experiences. So that's very rare. People win Powerball, win the big one, because it's a life changer, and it's not necessarily something to be wishing for because of what ends up happening. It's almost like a script. I'm going to have to channel 1117, and if you ever wanted to, if anyone ever gets angel numbers, you can go to numerology sites and get the meaning of certain numbers. So I'm going to go in and see what they say. So what I get for your 1117 is steadfast and true, report to the director. Steadfast and true, report to the director. So I'm going to find out what that means, because I don't know what that means. You have a lot to say, and you haven't finished your conversation. There are things that need to be related. There are certain things that have gone on with you where you got to a certain point and then you stopped. But the communication has to keep going. You have to still say what is, it's the unfinished business regarding what spoken word. Go inside and see what you haven't said. It's either you were battling with God, you were battling with someone, but you must continue with your thought. You must continue with what you were thinking about. You have to say it, you have to express it. And that's, you're bound up in a certain energy. It's an energy stop. And as long as you have not expressed yourself, that certain aspect of your life doesn't move. Does that resonate? It does. 1111, that I do know. How many people with a show of hands have seen 1111 on the clock? Okay, so a bunch of you. So that's the awakening code. So 1111, whether it's AM or PM, that means that you're awakening to truth, that your veil is thinning, that you're starting to move into that spiritual awakening. And that is very, very exciting, that the angels have us look at the clock out of nowhere, or a phone, or a watch, or a phone. Maybe even we're lucky enough to see it on the license plate. And you're awakening. Trust this. You're very powerful. Your speech moves people. What you say is very, very important. And because you're awakening and you're already powerful regarding expression, speech, you're going to move many, many more people than you thought. Trust your soul's awakening. Some people are awakening if they haven't already, and they're afraid. Look up spiritual awakening. Go to the New Age sections, spirituality and self-help sections of bookstores, and read up about it. It's scary for me. It's scary for certain people. Other people, it's so natural to them. They just know it's all good. You're moving into higher realms. You might experience doubt. Other people might doubt you. Judge you, and doubt that what you're experiencing is real. Doesn't matter. It's your experience. No, when they've walked a mile in your shoes. And if you get any channelings or any divine messages, ask certain people that you trust as to whether this is in your head or whether it's divine. Because it seems that at some point you might be able to do things. You might be able to maybe get a message that the expression that comes through will not be yours, and you'll be channeling. And that the message that you will have for another person isn't just from your heart and your knowing, it's from the other side, it's from spirit. Very exciting. Good luck.